Hello guys, my name is Koleyoshi. Welcome back to my playthrough of Live Live for Switch, where we're going to, after clearing all 7 chapters, once again head into the Middle Ages. I say once again, and kind of literally, in the fact that I actually had recorded this chapter previously, but, well, not all of it, but some of it. But I had no audio in my OBS, which made a no audio video whatsoever. That was really annoying. So yeah, we're back in Live Live. Reason why I'm starting from here is because we need this to, yeah. Oh, thank goodness we kept to this, by the way. I was, a bit, that was the house, okay. Thank goodness we kept to this, by the way, because, that would have been really bad if we had lost this part of the game. So we're going to load the file too, which I previously set up. This has all of my old data, so everything will be back to normal. So I guess I could show you, and yes, yes, there's an 8th chapter. I got Valkyrie to level 14, Sundown stayed at level 9, and we got all the traps done, but that's about all you missed. Anyways, into the Middle Ages. Long ago in the kingdom of Rukai, a hero appeared that soothed the Lord of Die. Though that hero is long since vanished, the dread Archon has risen once more. Thus must a new champion take up arms and cast down the fiend and deliver the princess from evil. Let's go. This is a different chapter for quite a couple of reasons. One, the setup will be different, and also you might see later that all of the menus are in red for some reason, and you'll see why later. I'm not gonna say anything else as to say this stuff. But anyways, we have a big tournament going on in here. Fortunately, you don't get an opportunity to save in this chapter off the bat.
Rejoice, Lucrece! For patron gods part sky to save a final day of King's Contest.
Yeah, it's just what you think it is. It's 2 battles, and you can't save in between either of them. So they're a bit scary if you were to lose, but hopefully we're stronger than our opponents.
You who stand firm and resolute, declare yourself that all may know and cheer.
We're just gonna go with the default name to make it faster. His name is Erst. I'm gonna be calling him Orestes just because that's easier to say.
Armstrong, a worthy adversary to the last. At east, noble Strabo, beloved lad, against what of Narbe, fearsome, fearless brute.
Yes.
2 by 2 shall
Yep,
they
Strabo on the right.
and triumph. Spare no vigor, give no quarter. Begin!
So we pretty much just spam Valor Slash until he dies, so that's about it. If you get lucky, you can take him out in 2 hits, not just 1. I like how the one movie tried on us didn't even damage us. It has the ability to poison you, but that time he didn't even do it. And this time around, we didn't get bad rolls. You can sometimes have him die in only 3 hits, but you get... Yes, 2 Yes, we died in 2... Ew. Died in 2 hits that time, which was much better. Oh. This looks familiar. This same thing happened in the Western chapter. A similar thing happened to a Western chapter with another Valley's father. Kind of... I have sad if you ask me. Now we must place our best friend in battle.
The king shall speak.
Alright.
Your strength and skill I praise. Your courage, honor, covet too, in truth. And so, to peerless victor will I grant my Alethea, daughter's hand to wed.
Alright. So, whoever wins this will marry the
Know
princess,
this, my
basically.
friend. I will hold nothing back. I've yielded much to you, but not this day.
Okay.
Gods, grant me strength. Grant me glory deserved.
Comrades, blessed brothers in arms, make ready! For king, for love everlasting! Now, fight!
Alright. If we were to just go into the specific corner right here, we can turn him around so he won't actually attack us. Because we were too slow, he still got an attack. But if you do it just right, you can actually have him not even attack at all. If we had done this while his back was turned, we could have beat him without even taking any damage, although it's pretty straightforward. Just go in and slash him twice with Valor Slash, and he dies just as easily as the other character. In fact, it's a guarantee to it.
Your champion is crowned!
So,
And they don't show his name.
so be it. Well fought. And won, my friend.
Approach, youth, and kneel before the king.
Alright. If you were playing in the original game, he wouldn't even gain a level from this. So Orestes would still be level 1 here, but they made these fights to give you experience.
I salute you.
So that's why you
Alethea,
and gained
do not
level
to
2.
say.
Your name and deeds are known to me, sir. Having witnessed your prowess firsthand, I am grateful for most thrilling spectacle. Let us be wed, for king and for country.
The youth is deserving of reward great. Let marriage unite. Bonds of blood true bind. And all know joy and peace forevermore. My people, come and join in our revels. My table is open to one and all.
Right. That's the intro to the chapter, and I also completely forgot to mention, yes, the intro theme plays during the opening of this once, which means this is gonna be an epic chapter, right? When the intro sequence plays
It was
again.
a lovely feast, full of light and life. Long has it been since I saw father so deep within his cups. The picture of bliss. A happier man there has never been. In you he sees a future bright, an heir, a steward worthy of his legacy. As do I, of course. Of course, husband dear. Please, look on me no more a maiden child. For I am yours, and you are mine henceforth. None holds a higher place within my heart. Not father, not any man. This I swear. In you alone, I place my faith.
Alright. Oh.
Dear gods!
Oh, great. Of course something like this had to be interrupted. So now we face Dragoon. Need to move a bit. Again, 2 Valorous Slashes will take it out. Alright. But even after that, an even bigger demon shows up and takes the princess away. Urstes, no! But no. And this, and now we have to go in and, actually take out the demon in there, which is better known as the Lord of Dark.
Eastern Mount dwells the Lord of Dark.
Well said.
Accursed, wicked wizard black of heart, his twisted form reflection of his sin. Incarnate hate, undying enemy. Atop Western Mount stands the hero true. One blessed, mighty, pure of heart and soul, his powerful form, Providence's proof. By hero's hand must fall the Lord of Dark.
I am undone. Too cruel this morning is. Awoken to familiar nightmare. But can it be? The demon Lord of Dark, dead and forgotten long years, now returned. The hero Hash slew him, a mighty deed. Might he again come in hour of need? Yet he is withdrawn deep into the wilds. Far, far from kith and kin. In search, 'tis said, of solitude. A place apart from men. My son, you will fight this fiend in his stead. Happy day! You are indeed our hope, protector of the realm and our future.
I'm not sure if that's gonna last,
Cast down
though.
the Lord of Dark and save my child. Restore peace to the kingdom of Lucrece. Show the people your true mettle. Show them, my son, that you've the makings of a king. Go, prove yourself a worthy successor. Deliver Alethea from evil!
Map of all hey I give. I pray go you well, young man, my hope. Alright. So, little secret. There are items to loot, but not looting these items may help you out quite a bit in the last chapter of the game. And so for this reason, we're not going to loot anything, and we're just gonna walk out and go on our adventure. Make it fast and quick. If you're wondering what items are there, I will show you later. That being said, there are some items that you can still loot, but they're completely different. And note, these items are only available once during the middle game. I initially ran out a bit too quickly and didn't show all of these, but there are some extra items. If you talk to certain people... Here, herbs from the Southern Woods. You get, some items depending on who you talk to. 3 cheers for the King's Champion. They also give you some hints as to where Ashet is. Oh dear. Forget how I am off and silly me. I'll remember. Any moment now. That's it. 'Twas each chanced upon the forest and village he spied a wizened man, familiar somehow, no doubt. In saw a face, where to find a village and its name? Her on story, but thank you for listening. Good, Okay, that was a long storyline. Oh, we got Jesser Tree Seed here. Oh. Gives me his clothes. Trifle. Defender. So yeah, by going through and getting all of that, we get extra items that can help us out a bit. There are some other items we could have gotten, although, we can get the same items just by fighting monsters.
Alone, you'd face the Lord of Dark, my friend.
Alright.
No need for heroics. I'll come along. For magic foul and fearsome he may have. But gainst we two who fought at contest's end? No foe divine, nor fiend profane can stand.
Alright. We're gonna save in here now. This removes my old file, although we don't really care about it much. Alright. Nothing to equip on him yet. This time around I'm gonna be very aggressive, so we're kinda just gonna follow the route here and take out enemies on our way. In case you didn't notice, yes, we don't want to run from these battles. We definitely need the experience, although that's one of the lesser experience battles, unfortunately. Although we'll find some stronger ones if we can go up to the ice part. Similar to before, we could just use our AoE and this flame ability on them.
I've got it. There's no escape.
Thankfully, the early battles are kind of easy. Which is good, because we need the experience from them, so we can get our characters leveled up. But you know what? Let's pick up this. I believe this actually respawns over time, so that's the main reason why we're picking up that. That one's not one of those special items I talked about, so we're picking that up. Because as a healing item, we definitely will need that if we want to do stuff. Didn't take out any of them, that's bad. Maybe I was gonna assist a little bit. This is designed for other enemies, but the AoE purpose still does really good damage, and it was enough to take us out. Take that enemy out. But yes, these enemies here are slightly more tougher, so they'll also give you more experience. One reason why we came up here so early.
I thought I'd grown more.
Alright. We got 2 new abilities from that. We don't need to worry too much about dying, which is why we're not intentionally saving all the time. Because we need the experience for the battles, and we're only running away from one particular one, and you'll know exactly what I mean when you see it. It's a particularly tough battle anyway. Don't want to face it unless you absolutely need to. Okay, with that new level up, we're able to kill them in one hit. Oh, but we also see a new... Yeah, this is a bit brutal already. Thankfully, we can take them out for a distance if we want. You know what? I am gonna do that. Strabo, this time you're gonna do all the work for me. I want to take another one of those strength dames. If you are playing with no, planning on not using healing items, it's very important that you, just, use one change characters after one of them takes a lot of damage. Thankfully, this battle's Alright, that was a bit tougher. And again, if a battle goes south, we could just run away. Running away in this game is guaranteed to work every single time. Except when it's required. But those battles are really easy to find out that obviously you can't run away from certain battles. Okay, this is not that battle either. I've learned a thing or two for this. I'm not taking chances in this fight this time. We're gonna take you out.
There's no escape.
Alright. I will say that double counter for those enemies, that could get really annoying. Alright, we found a better sword from that. We can equip that to Orestes. That's gonna give him some extra attack and attack power and physical attack. It's a good thing we found that, because we definitely need that if we want to do strong. Let's get a Shaga sword we're using for quite a bit. I'm gonna take you out first this time.
I got you. Ha-ha!
He has more taking power, so I wanted him to take that attack and move Strabo away so he didn't get attacked, because he has a lesser defense. Oh, the Vandamus. There's that random miss that can happen sometimes.
Race!
Sometimes enemies will just dodge attacks like that. If we killed him, obviously we wouldn't have had to worry about that. Alright, now we took him out.
Just wait, my friend. Surpass you soon I will.
Gale Force, that's a new move. We'll probably eventually move these at some point. He says nothing. This supposedly is Hero Hash, but he looks more like a her to me, and yeah, he says nothing. Okay, good, no encounters. That has just been really annoying.
A fine shield, that is. Fit for a hero.
We need to actually talk to that shield if we want to do stuff. What craftsmanship, that shield, I wonder. Never mind, Fugalia is where we should go. And now we have to go back. Because there's a long travel time between any of this, there's no point in really, waiting on the grind. You can just do it while you're walking. Okay, this is the enemy you want to run from. As you can see, he has 512 health. How are we going to take him out with just 2 characters? Thankfully, escaping is guaranteed every time, so it's not too bad. That's the enemy we want to see later, as he gives the most experience of the enemies in the early game, but it's also very difficult to defeat. Requiring tons of good moves before you can do that. Early on, of course, we need the experience, so we're going to take out everything. I'm just taking it out based off the position. Oh, whoops, I moved the wrong way there. Let's try to avoid his attack, or I guess just avoid the strength drain, really, that's all. I could have just waited on him. You do have the option of waiting in battle, and sometimes that is smarter. Oops. Let the one right there for a second. This part in the middle can be kind of tricky to get right. We have to use this for range if we want to take them out.
What is this?
Whoops, we used the wrong ability. I wanted to use something else. There's an AoE I could have used. That's what I get. Oh, we could do Ice Mine again to kill at least one of them. As you can see, even with Resist, they could still die in one hit occasionally. Just because an enemy resists an attack doesn't mean he'll still die from it. Yes, we need all the experience we can get. We're running away from the bears because, as you saw there, they're way too healthy and too strong, I guess, as well. This pattern again. And yes, I did run straight bow away just to avoid attacks from the enemies, mostly. Oh, they move differently this time. I'm gonna go for the ones around Orestes first.
Out of here!
I think one of them's gonna get a charge off. Or not. This is the one I wanted. Prismatic Whirl. Got him.
Dance on
Alright. Another Axion sword. Fortunately, getting a second Axion sword is kind of pointless. None of them can really equip it. Both of the other characters' normal weapons are better. And now we have a shortcut we can take over here. As you can see, this encounter now gives an FN. If we get to a certain level, we'll probably start running away from certain encounters to make it faster. Because why waste time killing something that's not going to give much experience?
It's you! Mother! You'll never guess who's here!
So there's a little cool cutscene you can trigger by going here.
I recognized him from the tournament!
We saw you fight. It was most impressive, sir. My son here cheered your every victory.
The herbs outside can soothe most any hurt. You'll find more south and east, in the forest.
Alright, nothing in there though. Yes, interesting cutscene though that you can only trigger by going in there. Remember that place, because we're gonna come back to there a little bit.
Mark you this shield. We've seen its like before.
Young man, wherefore do you know of such things?
Oh.
God, strike me down. The Lord of Dark returned. Thus do you seek the hero Hash's aid. As well you should. 'Twas by his mighty hand that demon died, and all was set to rights. But weak, complacent, good folk came to be in victory's wake, reliant on our Hash. So he, then weary, all but spent, withdrew to respite deserved, midst the drifts of snow. Themselves alone they loved, he'd realized. In truth, commanded and consumed by greed. And celebrated hero of Lucrece sensed deep within his heart the self-same sin. The coveter's contempt for others grow.
But basically, people are taking advantage of him. That's kind of mean.
I envy
Be
too
bad.
these men. Their simple lives. The song that calls young fools to glory great, in due course condemns them to fall from grace. Within obscurity's embrace, an end, unburdened, nameless. Aye, this was our dream.
But nameless you are not. For yours, I know.
Indeed. With Hash I faced the Lord of Dark, then bold and brash. Now simply Uranus. To brave the mount, to risk one's life and limb for Alethea is a noble aim. But I would see Hash and his heavy heart, yet filled with hate for fellow man, be cleansed. Without love, without trust, without faith, I fear for him and his immortal soul. So I will take up arms and join your quest. And pray, dear Hash, my friend, may yet be swayed.
Alright. So we get a third character from all that.
Aye, you do well to take that shield with you. Strong, stout steel. She withstood the many blows and missiles brought to bear against us by foes.
Alright. That shield is being grabbed for a very specific purpose. As the hero shield, for no good reason, reduces your physical offensive speed, but does give you better other stuff, which is really good. Although the defender is actually pretty decent as well, so we could swap that over to Hash when he joins our party. In case you didn't notice, part of the reason why we came here is because we need to convince Hash to join our party, because right now he won't join our party, but with Uranus now in the party, we can now, I'll have him join as well. Pretty soon after we finish this grind stuff, we'll probably skip all encounters in the forest, because again, they give almost no experience. However, early on, everyone needs the experience, so we take them out for this reason. Got him. And yes, by leveling up a decent bit, we get the ability to apparently counterattack.
Gods among the flames!
Alright. And we get a road shield as well from that. If we are playing without getting items, that's one of the items we could have gotten. So that one doesn't respawn. Maybe I should have put that up, whatever. We do need at least some healing items, though. We can't just go into this without any healing items. Could use AoE to take... Now we could take them out from a distance if we wanted to.
What is this?
This is the big AoE though that we want. It's a massive AoE that does quite a bit of damage. It's a massive AoE that hits the entire board.
Just wait, my friend. Surpass you soon I will.
And we get Crimson Eruption as our next ability. That's also a really good ability. Also, with that in mind, if we want to do this a bit faster, you need to go to this hidden spot that you probably never knew about when you first played the game. Formation determines who's going to go first. The top spot, that person will actually go first in battle. So if we move Uranus up to that spot, then he can just use his AoE at the beginning of each fight. And that'll make it a lot quicker, because we could just spam the Adley voice on everything. Although it won't work to kill everything, it does hit the entire board, which helps out a bit.
Now hearken to the word divine.
And we can finish off the remaining enemies, or at least attempt to, with our new ability. Why not try that? Oh, he moved. Of course.
Get nary mark nor scratch.
Yes, so you can randomly have it. It's out of the way. They're starting. I will say I think they did make the AI a bit smarter in terms of what they can do. If I just used the Ice Spine move, they would have died. But I wanted to show what that did. You know what? Because that has a charge, we're just gonna use Red Valley instead. Crimson Eruption will be useful in its own way later. Won't be useless. I'll find a use for it. Alright. Okay, good. We got to here before we got another bear counter. That's good. And now we head back in here.
Hash. Hash, will you not look me in the eye? Will you not acknowledge a comrade true? The Lord of Dark has risen. We must act. Oh, Hash, defiant in your bitterness. They're weak and petty, fickle creatures, flawed. And thus do they seek paragons of light, the righteous few to shepherd them through dark. They follow, learn, and grow. In time they lead, when heroes old give way to blood new. But only if we trust, if we believe in their potential, their better nature. Come, let us quit this place. I've been a fool. What good to treat with ghosts of heroes dead? There's nothing for us here. Naught save regrets. Oh, spiteful coward. Misanthrope. Farewell.
Oh, he's taunting him.
'Twas with this shield in hand he faced the fiend.
I figured I would show that. Oh, and here we go. Right as we leave, he decides, okay, I guess I will join you.
Oh, Hash.
Mistake not mine intent, good priest. Know this. Their troubles are beneath me still. But you, who call me craven, weak of will, I'd prove you wrong for peace of mind and pride.
Alright. And now we get Hash into the party.
Is where we must needs go forthwith. Before we climb the Archon's roost, I'd claim a relic, once forsaken. Oldest friend.
Alright. I'll give him the defender for now. There's a lot of stuff already, though. Alright. Now this is the important thing. I want to move Hash to the top and move Straybo to the right. This ensures that Hash will go first in battle whenever the time comes. Then we'll make a save because it's been a while. Now the party of 4 characters ready to go. And we're gonna do just like he says and go all the way up to the top. But we need to take more encounters on the way because now we have access to the ability to do quite a couple of abilities. Particularly in the form of massive AoEs. We should do an ice bind like right here.
Now freeze and shatter, fiends!
I only took them out before he used his ability. So Hesh gets a massive AoE, and that's what we are using, Shard Fall. That takes out everything in one hit, aside from a few enemies, and can pretty much shred all the encounters now, which is why we put him up in front to immediately do that. I'm gonna run around for a bit to try and check another encounter, just so we can get one before we go in. Again, still taking out all the counters because we need the experience. Oh, we get another Ice Helm. That we're gonna give to Orestes. Nice.
The Archon's Roost. 'Twas here you buried it?
O Lord of Dark! A cursed fiend returned! By all the gods I swear, with sacred blade, I'll slay you! Send you back from whence you came!
Alright. And with that, we are able to get a Shagger equipment on him. You do still have to equip it, so make sure to go in and do that before you forget. With Ash on our team, I'm not too worried because Ash is super strong and he'll pretty much take out everything for us. So we'll start slowly making our way down. But this time around, we're gonna take all encounters we can see until we, until we can take our stuff. But yes, this is an AoE attack that does so much damage, it pretty much one-hits every enemy. So we use that on the weaker fights. However, this time around we want to actually see the Raging Bear because it has the highest experience we can get. There's a consistent setup you can do for it as well. I don't know if there's another area that has higher encounter rate or stronger encounters than what's up here. Okay. So we actually get two different moves we can use that will do stuff in addition to Archon's Mark. But we're first actually gonna move away a bit and use Heavenly Strike instead.
Attack me!
That'll weaken him up. But then you'll see he's gonna charge a move. And then we'll just run away with Orestes and pass. Oh, he didn't do his big move. sometimes, and usually this is what he does, he'll do an avalanche move, but that's the first time I've actually seen that. It's actually kind of strange that he went for that, but usually he's gonna do a move that's gonna cause him to heal, but because he didn't do that, we are now safe to use Archon's Mark. There's a strategy I recommend just using Mark and Mark right off the bat, but it doesn't always kill him in one hit, so it's easier to just go in and use a Heavenly Strike first to weaken him up, which does a lot of damage. And then you can see we just got a ton of experience from that. And we got a level ups on a couple of characters. And I'm showing some different strategies you could do on the Raging Bears. Initially, I tried to show it off in my other video, but I decided to be a little bit antsy and just rock around doing other stuff, hoping I find Raging Bears, but then the Raging Bears didn't come. Keep in mind, you could take an eternity and a half before you'll see Raging Bears. Thankfully, the other encounters aren't too bad. Most of the time, you just use Shardfall and pass with the other characters. And then later, Orestes gets that same ability and can also do the AoE. Most of this is just when we do get a Raging Bear, we can instantly get a level with 2 characters. And this is the setup I showing you because before the end of the next video, I want to be level 9 with Orestes. Oh, we also get an AoE with Orestes as well, but that's not until a bit later. He has his own move called 1000 Cuts that he can use. It's not quite as powerful as the other move, so it wouldn't kill anything in one hit, probably. But yeah. Sorry if I'm not cutting this out, because I think it is pretty important this time around that I at least show off at least one Raging Bear counter. Probably a couple, just to make sure we're getting the hang of it. Because many people probably don't know how to take it out, since this is their first time seeing this game. You know what, I am going to use my own AoE this time. So we're going to use 1000 Cuts with Orestes to weaken them up. And we weakened one of them. Oh, pass. Oh, you got an attack in first.
You've underestimated me.
No interrupt. Alright, good. Like I said, they could sometimes interrupt. Oh, he countered as well. Alright, now they're dead. What took of that?
I've yet to reach my pinnacle.
Okay, that gave me a little bit more experience than usual. I'm not sure what the minimum grind is, but it's best, especially if you're a Siva, to try and get at least 2 Raging Bear kills while you're up here, because again, they give more experience than any other enemy up here. Now, there is a strategy where you can just use Archon's Mark aggressively, but it's much faster and easier to just use Heavenly Strike first, because this weakens him up. And if you do it from far away, he may not even counter at all. Yeah, see, he didn't counter. He's just gonna run instead. And now we just pass turns back to Hash, and then we hit an Archon's Mark to take him out. There's a strategy that just recommends using this right off the bat, but then he'll sometimes counter and waste a lot of time, so I found this by watching Asriva, and I found it's better to just do that. And again, we get tons of experience for everyone. And yeah, it gives us a lot of levels really quick. It is efficient to do at least up to level 9. Although later it'll become really slow. Again, using my own AoE with Orestes to take the enemy's top out. Oh, we didn't hit the other one in the back. Did not position properly. Now this jerk's moving to us as well. Oh well, Strable's gonna get him this time. Initially, I had a secondary strategy where I might... Ooh, there's the level.
I'll not be put to shame.
I'll not be put to shame. Alright, with that in setup, I think it's a good time to save. As annoying as it is, I don't want to show all of this grinding, so just so you know, Hesh can level up, but he can't gain much, if anything, really, because he's already pretty strong as he is. Most of this grinding is for Orestes and Strabo. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!